Alright, so I wanted to start making this type of content where essentially I just cover the news that I've been covering on my TikTok page, but in a more chill manner, more laid back, not so energetic, so professional, with so much editing, just relaxed commentary over the news I've covered throughout the last couple of days or so, while having some gameplay in the background. Alright, I'm just gonna get started, we're definitely gonna change the format up the more I upload. This is my first time doing this. I've not seen anyone really do news like this. I've seen people with political opinions on the left and the right make this gameplay type of commentary. Never seen anyone just straight up say the news. I feel like I'm the first one, at least, that I know, so I need to definitely, I guess, revolutionize this, if you will. But let's go for it. So today, what did we cover? Today, the Associated Press, quoting Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk, he said that Poland detained a Russian man who was planning to take the life of a Ukrainian American in the capital of Warsaw. This is a pretty big deal. Already, the United States, even under the Trump administration, have been helping Ukraine a lot, and they've been supporting them just more in general. I mean, this sanctions bill that's currently being worked in Congress, where if it's passed in the House and Trump approves of it, because it already got approved in the Senate, it's going to put sanctions on Russia, and it's also going to penalize countries who buy Russian oil and gas. So the idea behind that is that, that's what, and this is what the United States intends to do, is that if Russia's going to get cut off all of this money supply because of countries who buy Russian oil being tariffed and more sanctions, they won't actually be able to fund their war against Ukraine. That, of course, is how the United States sees it, at least. But it goes without saying already that Ukraine is like America's proxy, and they've been up against Russia for so long now, for 4.5 years now. But when we get to the territory of an American citizen being targeted by Russia in a NATO country, this can really be an escalation. So as of now, there has been no comment from the Russian side, but if there's any legs in this being true, it's like completely fair to postulate that this could be a very big escalation. So it's something to definitely look out for in the next few days. And to add on, Tusk said that this person was actually arrested on August 7th, so a few days ago. The next story we covered, I actually made a headline video on this a little bit earlier. It did quite well. It's about President Donald Trump claiming that Medicaid will no longer be funding transgender surgeries or hormone treatments for those under the age of 18, so for minors. CBS News reports that it will actually come into effect on October 13th, which is exactly a month from the time of this recording. I think this video will go up on the 14th, but it's about exactly a month from now. Now, I've tried to figure out exactly how much we put in to transgender surgeries and hormone treatments for those under the age of 18, because it is a conflict of interest. Well, how much money are we putting into this? Of course, some people would support it, but people who don't support this are like, okay, well, my tax dollars are going to this. So how much is actually being put into this? That number isn't apparent. It's not public, but of course, it's obviously not zero. It's not like it's zero. It's not like no money is going into this, but it may not be as much as we assume. We don't really know. With that being said, it actually seems like a lot of people on both the left and right are in support of this. When I made that headline video, I was really surprised to see it, but in the comments, I was seeing remarks like, I don't like Trump, but I support this. Or the people who are, okay with transgender surgeries, hormone treatments, they said that, they support that stuff, but they feel like under the age of 18, some even said 21, it's just a little too early to make such a big decision in one's life. That will be probably going into effect by October 13th. Now, staying on topic with President Donald Trump, one of his biggest administration members, the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, has announced that she will be departing from her role at the end of this month so she can spend more time with her family and children. Now, President Trump did say Leavitt would still be one of his top advisors, but we do not know exactly what this entails. In fact, Leavitt, in her post where she said, her leaving was like a bittersweet thing, and that she was grateful for Trump, she also said that at the end of the day, she will still be a top advisor for him, but she did not specify. But, as for Leavitt, this was a really bit of a shock exit, to be honest, because at age 27, she was actually the youngest White House press secretary in U.S. history. Well, I mean, she still is. She's been in the role for a year and a half, and she's still going to serve that for, until the end of the month. So, yeah, it's definitely a big surprise that she will be leaving her role. But, at the end of the day, family, children. It's the stuff that people prioritize. I mean, being a White House press secretary, that is one of the most important roles in an administration. It must be exhausting, so I fully understand. But yeah, I mean, this is a short video. I'm going to top it off, end it off like this. I'm definitely going to change the structure of these. I'm going to watch these, analyze these, see how these can go a little bit better. But, maybe I might end off with questions, based on the news that we covered. Maybe I might do that for every video. So, for one, what do you guys think will happen between the US and Russia due to this news of a Russian citizen in Poland trying to take the life of an American Ukrainian citizen? I mean, that could be a big deal. And then what are your thoughts on, of course, the Medicaid no longer funding the transgender surgeries for under 18s? And then as well, what do you think about Caroline Leavitt leaving? I mean, this was kind of a bombshell. It was just all of a sudden came out of nowhere. She just left. Will it be hard to replace her? Do you guys think you know who could replace her? Let me know what you think.